Welcome back to the studio. What a great talk by Susie Wee and her crew of merry DevNet musketeers, I guess. She's just ended on the topic DevNet certification, the DevNet specialization, and we're here to dig into that topic a little bit further. So I've got a really great guest here today. Welcome, Chuck Stickney. You're a business development architect for Cisco DevNet. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So for some people that maybe are not as familiar with DevNet and with partner programs in general at Cisco, what is the DevNet specialization in itself, and why is it important for partners?
Sure. Great. We view the DevNet specialization as being important for recognizing partners. Susie mentioned the ability to program into the new network. We want to recognize not only customers and practitioners that have the certifications, but companies that have the ability to deliver and execute on that message, and to be able to deliver those solutions for customers, leveraging programmability and automation on top of Cisco APIs and Cisco platforms.
Awesome. And what kind of partners would be potentially interested in this new specialization?
Sure. We built this program to, of course, focus on our Cisco channel partners, but we also want to focus on non-traditional Cisco partners. So we know there are many software partners in the community that they've never been able to have a relationship with Cisco because they simply don't sell Cisco product or services, but they understand APIs, they understand programming, and want to be able to deliver that both to customers as well as existing channel partners that have not created that type of platform. This program will allow those partners to be specialized and recognized for customers who only focus on software, and also for partners who want to be able to leverage that for existing channel partners to deliver those solutions.
So it's kind of like a two-tone sort of program.
Very much.
One side is for existing Cisco partners getting into software, and one is for software partners getting into Cisco.
That's exactly right.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
And what can partners do to prepare for the DevNet specialization now? I saw Susie put a list of courses on. Is that all they can do? Is there workshops? What else is available?
Yes, so like all Cisco specialization programs, we base that on the Cisco career certifications. So the first step that we always encourage folks to do is begin studying for the DevNet certifications themselves, the study courses. Susie just announced the classwork that we have, the 61 courses that are coming out. Some of those will be traditional instructor-led training, and some of those will be electronic training on the DevNet portal and through Learning at Cisco. So we encourage our partners to go ahead and start taking that curriculum and getting themselves studied up, skilled up, and certified so that their individuals are prepared, but also to focus on what their programs look like internally, making sure they have a good business plan around their DevOps practices and a go-to-market strategy for how they want to start to leverage Cisco services on software.
Awesome. And all those programs and the resources that are available, where's the best place to find all those, and so they can get cracking, I suppose, on preparation?
Absolutely. So a couple approaches for that. So developer.cisco.com is our portal. If you're new to DevNet, go to /startnow. That's the program. That's the place where we use to get all of the information, learning tracks that are specified to where you sit in the world today. So if you're new to software, we have tracks that focus on taking a network engineer and allowing them to get into software. If you're old hat on software but new to Cisco, we have tracks for you to use to learn about the Cisco pieces of it and apply software to it. As you look to engage in the partner program, developer.cisco.com/partner, that's our landing page for everything related to the Cisco DevNet specialization.
Awesome. And if the partners are going to put in all that work, obviously they're going to be getting something in return. What are the key sort of benefits for a partner if they're going to undertake the specialization?
Right. So some of the benefits we look for is we know when we launched DevNet 6 years ago, we built it on a community approach. So we want to make sure that we expand that community to the partners themselves, for the partners to be able to integrate and work together amongst themselves, but also to leverage Cisco, the DevNet platforms in our exchanges to be able to advertise their capabilities inside of that platform. So again, it advertises to that community. We also look to open up an ecosystem to be able to advertise what they have inside of that, as well as to get more internal access to Cisco resources, to be able to drive what they see from the customer, to be able to bring that to our business units and help to leverage that.
Awesome. Perfect.
And I think I got lost in that question, so I'm sorry.
Not a problem at all. I'm sure if there is more questions around what benefits, etc. are available, it's all going to be on developer.cisco.com. All the information is there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much for your insight there, Chuck. We are now going to be heading over to the DevNet zone, and I think Steve is still roaming the floor, and he's got another great guest for us there.
I never stop roaming, David. Basically, roaming is all I do. Thanks for throwing it over. Great interview there with Chuck, by the way, as well. We appreciate it. So, I'm hanging out. We're back in the super exciting DevNet zone. So much going on, but I've got Ashutosh Malagankar here with me. How did I do on the pronunciation?
It's perfect.
Not so bad. Rock and roll. I'm going to have you hold that up just a little
Sure.
bit. You are a principal engineer for co-creations here at Cisco DevNet. So, do us a favor. Tell us a bit about what co-creations is and how it works.
Yeah, so co-creations is the arm of DevNet where we actually work with our customers, partners, as well as strategic partners like Apple and the Googles and the NVIDIAs of the world. And what we do is we try to do like innovations, we try to do like step-by-step process where a lot of our customers are saying, hey, you know, we know that this product has APIs. We know like we have a problem, but we don't know how to connect these two together, right? So what we do is we actually bring them together in our workshops. We like tell them like how step by step what needs to be done, and then that's how we can start making them successful. So currently, like we are working with a lot of our customers. We worked with Visa, we worked with Starbucks, we have worked with Target. So like there are a lot of good customers as well as like our strategic partners are Apple, Google, and NVIDIA. Now here, what I'm going to show you today is like Patrick on our team as well as Adrian on our team. They're going to show you like 2 demos. The first one is our partnership with Google, and he will walk you through the demo right now.
Fantastic. Let's head on over. We're going to need Patrick into the conversation here. How's it going, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Thanks to have you. So I'm going to have you here on mic with me. Ashutosh just kind of set things up. So what are you going to do? You're going to walk us through the demo here?
So yeah, so we have an integration that we built out with WebEx and Google Glass that allows anybody that has a Google Glass device to make calls via WebEx.
Very cool. All right.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually scan a QR code that's going to actually set up a WebEx call with myself. So bear with me 1 minute here.
See, we're all product. We like to think we're human. We're not human. We're product. It's the nature of the beast. Are we online? Are we good to go?
That, I'm actually calling, and you can hear it actually starting to ring, and you can see here that I have an incoming call from myself. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And so this is going to bring me into an actual live WebEx call. You can see that you can see what I'm broadcasting from the Google Glass device. So the use cases for this are typically centered around remote assistance. So imagine myself being an amateur network IT professional, and I need help racking and stacking some network equipment. I could call a remote expert, and I could get live diagnostics remotely with help.
Very, very cool. Thanks so much, Patrick. I appreciate it. Let's bring the camera back on this way. And Ashutosh, we're going to, I know, we get stuck in the humanity. This is Adrian back over here on this side. Adrian, thanks so much. Thanks for taking time. All right, so what are we showing on this side?
So we're showing actually here a demo based on Cisco CyberVision, a product that's been just announced, right, here at Cisco Live. So what we have here, we have a Cisco IC3K, right, running a Cisco CyberVision sensor. And to our IC3K, we have connected our own, you see here, DevNet robot.
What is his name? Have you named him?
Not yet.
You haven't named him yet? All right, you've got like 2 more days to name him, so I'm going to rely on you guys.
We're still working on that. So we have the robot attached to it. So connected to the router. The router has the Cisco CyberVision sensor running on it, and we've developed a mobile app using the Cisco CyberVision APIs, right? So with this, we can actually detect based on the traffic that the robot generates. CyberVision detects the traffic, captures it, and then through the API, we gather all the data, we save it in a tick stack, and based on that, we build a mobile app, right? So here you can actually see we turn it on, we can move the robot, it's gonna get detected as it generates traffic on the network. Right there you see, it gets detected, and then you can actually also see that one of the components, the firmware on it, is actually outdated.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just give it a second here.
The beauty of live theater, kids. Here we go.
Exactly.
Well, as people are down here, they're going to be able to come by and they're going to be able to see it all operating in person, right?
Exactly,
And
yes.
you're here with them all week long, so people can come right in and ask you questions?
We're here all week long. Yes, more than happy to help everybody.
Fantastic. Adrian, thank you so much. I appreciate you talking through it. Hey, Asha, oh, look at you. You crept right up on my left. That's great. All right, so we're going to take a little walk over to this side. Walk us through exactly what people see when they come down and why they really need to get in with co-creations.
Yeah, so the reason they want to get into co-creations is because we have like 2 modes of like engagement. The first engagement is called a workshop. Okay, and in the workshop we can take a problem statement from them and make sure that we can actually do like a design thinking sprint with them. We can actually like create a recipe for them.
Okay.
So that's the first one. And the second one is that if everything goes well, what we can do is we can actually like create a project for them for 1 quarter. Okay, and we engage with them, but the end of that quarter is a proof of concept that the customer is having in their store, okay, or in their office. So that's one of the differences where like the prototype is pretty cool because that's how like they can know that the value for what they're doing is working in their environment. Because I can show a demo anywhere, but it doesn't help the customer, right?
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
that's what the power of co-creations is all about.
It's fantastic. People can find out about it here at the show. And again, if you're not here at the show, but you are tuning into the broadcast, we're going to give you all the different ways that you can get to co-creations. As you can see, we've been taking a little slow wander through the center of the DevNet zone. We're actually going to continue back to this side. In fact, Steve, swing it around this way. There we go. We're going to leap right in. My brother, Zane, you're all here. You're holding up. I was going to give him a high five. I'm not going to give him a high five because he doesn't have a free hand right now. But, what? Oh, here we go. Fist bump. There we go. We'll do mic bump. It's even better. Boom. There you go.
There we
so,
go.
take over from me at this moment. Tell us what we're checking out on this side, brother.
Yeah, so, hi guys. So we're over here, we're still in the DevNet area, but we're over here at the multi-domain zone. And I found a really cool person to interview. So let's go. So we have the amazing Matt. Matt, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Matt DiNapoli. I'm a developer advocate with the DevNet program.
Now, Matt, right, we've heard multi-domain mentioned so many times today, but what is it?
Really what we're trying to do is spread the activities of engagement across multiple Cisco platforms. So if you need compute services, you're going to deal with UCS. If you need data center networking, you're going to be dealing with ACI. If you're going across multiple sites, you're going to be dealing with SD-WAN. And then within the enterprise itself, we're going to be working with DNA Center. So being able to deploy services that cover all of those different platforms is really what multi-domain is all about.
Fantastic, Matt. Now, why is that important for our customers?
Because there are all of those things that need to be worried about for developer usage, for internal network usage, and so we need to worry about them because that's what's being used. And so if we're in a self-service situation where things need to be deployed and spun up more quickly, we need to find out ways to automate across all of those platforms in that multi-domain fashion.
Fantastic. Now, for all the Cisco Live attendees that are here today, where can they find out more about multi-domain?
Actually, right here, we are running a demo that shows literally all of those platforms that I just mentioned in action, being deployed automatically through an application that we like to talk about called Cisco Action Orchestrator. It's kind of the glue that stitches all of those interactions together with those with those platforms.
Fantastic. So guys, if you want to find out more, get yourself down here to the multi-domain section and Matt will show you how to do it. Matt, final thing, and just to finish up here, what are you most looking forward to at this Cisco Live?
Just everyone attending my sessions. I have a number of them, and I really like to teach people how to integrate with Cisco platforms, and it's really exciting for me to inspire people to do the stuff that I love as well.
Really selling yourself, Matt. Thanks very much for your time there. And we're going to go back to the studio where Dave is waiting for us. David, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Zane. Looks like you're having a great time out there in the DevNet zone, and I can see that DevNet really is like the cutting edge. It looks like a playground in terms of the different kinds of possibilities that are there, the things that people are trying out. So that is really, really exciting. Now, what do you do when you've developed your application? Well, you've got to make sure that it actually performs and you can actually deliver the outcomes that you've set out to achieve out down to your customers. And turns out Cisco has a perfect platform for that also, and that is called App Dynamics. Now, we're going to be heading over to the innovation showcase in just a little while. We've got a session called Competing on User Experience, and win using application visibility and business insights from App Dynamics. Now, the speaker is going to be a guy called Danny Winokur. You may have seen him this morning on the main stage in the keynote, and then also in the innovation talk from Compute. And we're heading over to there right now to the innovation showcase. Thank you.